Oh, right. Hey up and welcome to Beverley. So here we are in this charming little market town in East Yorkshire, and the first stop today on our coach trip with SPBW. As you see behind me, we're in Coach Park. And yeah, for those of you that don't know, I sometimes go out drinking with the SPBW, or Society for the Preservation of Beer from the Wood, and once a month we do a coach trip to 1 or 2 destinations. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time on the channel I've been to East Yorkshire. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, so Beverley can pretty firmly trace its history all the way back to the 7th century, when a church was built in this area dedicated to St. John the Evangelist. And the church itself was actually founded by the Bishop of York at the time, who later became known as St. John of Beverley. And that was due to supposed miracles he performed during his lifetime. The church then grew and became a monastery, but by 850 it was quickly abandoned because of invasions from the Great Heathen Army in this area of England. By the 10th century, the town had become a bit of a pilgrimage site, because word of St. John of Beverley's miracles had spread all over the country and I'm sure beyond, so the town became a bit of a spiritual beacon. It was also around this time that it got its name of Beverley, which obviously became Beverley, due to the abundance of beavers that lived in this area, particularly I think along the River Hull. Thankfully, the town was spared during the brutal Norman harrying of the north, thanks to the town's religious history, and consequently it thrived in the Middle Ages as a wool trading hub, becoming one of England's richest towns at the time. And its crown jewel at that time, the Beverley Minster, which is still standing today, built between 1220 and 1425, supposedly rivals the great English cathedrals in terms of beauty and architecture. So I'm hoping to see that while we're here today. But yeah, like I said, we're here today, as you know by now, for a pub crawl, but specifically we're on our coach trip, and this is a 2 destination coach trip. As I'm hoping to also show you guys the second destination, I'm strictly going to be on the halves today to try and get through 2 videos in one day. It's going to be a challenge, but see if I can do it. I have done it once before, I believe, on the Preston and Chorley videos, so go check those out if you haven't already. So yeah, if you fancy coming along with us, checking out a market town with a saintly past, finding its best real ale pubs, and hopefully getting to try some beers from East Yorkshire, which I'm really hoping we can get a few, then join us and let's have a wander. I should also note, I'm not sure how many pubs I'm going to get to show you today, because for one, no fault of the coach driver, we were late in today. There was just random road closures for no apparent reason. Then on top of that, we don't have much time in Beverley anyway before we head off to our second destination. And then thirdly, oh, I'm going to get run over here. Thirdly, it's Beverley races today, which is just a really bad coincidence. So I reckon all the pubs are going to be pretty packed, which is it is great for the pubs, but it's a shame for us trying to get through 5 or 6 pubs as quick as possible. So this might be a slightly shorter video for you today, but you have to stay tuned for part 2 of the other half of our coach trip, probably the week after this one comes out. So yeah, it hopefully will be all right, but I'm just pre-warning you. Right, yeah, so we're here at the first pub called the Cornerhouse, which I believe is a good beer guide pub. Other than that, don't know anything about it, so let's go in, see what it's all about. I can't really get a good shot of the outside because it's very close and there's a massive like crossroads here, so I can't get across, but I'll try and show you. As you can imagine, it's on the corner of the crossroads.
He got a broken finger. He's been fucking stitching with that.
Right, we're sat in the back room in the Cornerhouse, nice little private booth almost, with a lovely big comfy wooden chair. And I've gone for a half of the Lane Brewing Co. Summer Hoptimism Australian Hopped Pale Ale. I think it was $2.30 for a half of this one, which yeah, excited to give it a go because I've never had it before, but I have a feeling it might be a bit on the hoppy side for me. Yeah, and before I get this, give this one a taste, I just want to say thank you to Eric Larson for getting around in. Cheers for that, mate. We're going to enjoy a few beers on you today, so cheers. Let's give this one a go. I'm not so sure about this one. It's very, very bitter, hoppy. Nice little light grain note to it though, slightly cereally, and the bitter finish doesn't linger forever either. So a bit more of a summer ale than a super hot bomb, but still probably a bit on the hoppy side for me. Not a bad start though. New beer straight off the bat. Cheers. Oh yeah, not bad actually. Right, boom, that was a flying visit into the Cornerhouse, all swift halves, and we headed off again. Fantastic real ale pub, bit maybe of a sort of I suppose a restauranty vibe to it, but other than that, great beers to choose from, good selection, couldn't knock it whatsoever. Great start to the crawl. We're going next door now, this is why I've stopped here, to a place called the Junk Bar, which I think is now keg only, but it used to be Atom Brewing and they had a couple of cask on. So we're going to go in and see, and if it's keg only, I'm sure we'll find a decent keg beer choice on offer. So yeah, we're going to have a look in there now. Looks like a nice place actually. Again, I've not been here before, so these are all new to me. I'm just going on what I've been told. Let's have a look in. What have you gone for?
The Irish stout. I've gone for the common blonde.
I may as well do half of the Super 8 cherry ale.
Yeah, are these all on the same?
Yes.
Half the Super 8, yeah.
Sorry, Claire, you get your bit.
No, I'll wait till you got started. Right.
Lovely, thank you. Thank you. I'll go perch on the big table. Right, as you can see, I've already had a try of this. This is take two because for some reason it wasn't recording. Probably my fault, but who knows. So this is Harked Brewing Super 8, their cherry ale. I think it was 3.7% and maybe £3.10 for a half or something like that. So a bit on the expensive side, but I can't check where they're from because my phone doesn't have any internet here for some reason. So you're gonna have to let me know in the comments where this beer is actually from. But yeah, let's give it a go on camera, second attempt. Yeah, it's really nice. Instant first smell and taste is like sour cherry sweets, but then it does have quite a strong bitter finish at the end there, which really surprises me for a fruity beer. Certainly not my usual tipple, but certainly not unpleasant. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, thanks a lot. Okay, so yeah, that was the Junk Bar. Nice, modern, hip spot, I suppose. Yeah, very like chilled out, but also very hipster at the same time. Some perfectly decent beers on. It wasn't particularly our cup of tea, but if you like that sort of keg beer spot, it'd be absolutely fantastic. It's just a shame they didn't keep the couple of cask beers that they had on back from when it was Atom. But yeah, anyway, now we're going to head sort of more into the main town centre and visit a very well-known pub here in Beverley. Unfortunately, I won't be able to film it, but I'll take you to the outside and you can see. So yeah, oh god, yeah, let's have a wander into Beverley. Hopefully we'll see this minster eventually as well. This way? Just a pool there. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, so we just popped in to the White Horse, also known as Nelly's, here in Beverley. And like I said, I can't show you the inside of the pub, but let me just tell you, it's a fantastic, fantastic pub. And if you're in Beverley, it's probably the must-visit pub of the town. So yeah, definitely stick your head in, get a pint, and enjoy the atmosphere in there. So now we're headed to a pub called the Dog and Duck, which I think is another good beer guide venue here in Beverley. Again, not been in, so this is going to be a new one for me. Should be good. And yeah, let's get another half in, because we're really speeding through these pubs today. Like I said, we haven't got hardly any time in Beverley, so just trying to fly through, get maybe 5 or 6 in the video for you guys. So yeah, let's have a wander. So, believe it or not, this absolutely fantastic grand church here isn't the Minster. It's St Mary's Church, another, I think anyway, another church here in Beverley. It's definitely not the Minster anyway, that's coming up later, I think. We're going to try and get there today, but again, timing is an issue today. So yeah, let's go find this Dog and Duck. Nice street as well. It's just a really quaint market town, this place. Here we go, we can see it in front of us now. Pub number 3. Let's see what beers they got on. Hopefully something tasty, because I'm feeling the dark beer today and I've not had that itch scratched quite yet. So let's hope we can get a nice stout or something like that.
Cheers. Top those up for you.
Nice one, cheers.
Say to your leader, he couldn't have picked not a worse day, but a busy day to come from. One of 3 Saturday race days.
I know.
Yeah, he didn't do his homework very well, did he? But anyway, they'll all be going up now. So you've missed the rush. Between 11 and half 1 really.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it'll go up to the course now. But then it'll go mad again about half 5.
Yeah, that's all right.
Cheers.
There you go.
Nice one, thank you.
Ken?
Ah, yes. I think that because I was down at the moment.
What's left of the fire?
Right, yeah, we're here in the Dog and Duck, and I've gone for a half of the JW Lee Stout, 4.1%. I've got no idea how much it is because I got around and I didn't even notice. I think it was under a tenner for 3 halves, so that ain't bad, is it? Let's give this stout a go. Very creamy head, like almost like a Guinness head. That. Massive hit of coffee straight away, and then just after that it's a very light stout, a bit lacking in body, but again to be expected on a sub 5% stout. But overall not bad, just a light coffee stout. Yeah, cheers.
Interesting.
Right, yeah, that was the Dog and Duck here, right near the sort of square, the centre of Beverley, and a fantastic spot. Not sure how much you're going to see of that because it was rammed, but you'll know more than I do at this point of what came out as usable footage. So yeah, we're heading. See, we're already running out of time. This is how little time we've got here in Beverley today, and we're just coming through the market now. But yeah, we're going to try and get 2 more pubs in for you today. It just depends on time and how much time we've got. But if we don't worry, we'll come back again at some point and try and get some more Beverley pubs because there's plenty to go out here in the town. And yeah, anyway, onwards to the next pub. We think we're going to head towards the Monk's Walk, which is just near the Minster. So let's have a wander.
Kind of slight now.
Do you know where this town reminds me of? It's a lot like Knaresborough, but bigger. It's very scenic and picturesque. Just exactly what you'd imagine a small English town to be like. It's just a really nice place, and I can see why it's busy on a Saturday. It's just a great spot. Really worth coming here for a day trip, even if you don't come to the pub, let alone all the fantastic pubs that are here. So yeah, well recommended. It's just a shame we don't have more time today. Here we are, found it, the Monk's Walk, just up from the Minster on this lovely cobbled street. Let's have a look in, get a beer. I'm still not satisfied for me stout urge yet, so I'm hoping to get another dark beer in here.
Can get half a heart one, please.
We'll have half of the Atom Irish Stout, please.
Stuff there, I'm just going to find
Alright, nice one. Right, yeah, we've gone for half of the Atom Irish Stout. Now this looks more like it. Deep black, really sort of caramel coloured head. I don't know if it'll come out very well on the camera, but yeah, let's give this one a go. I'm looking forward to this. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Dark chocolate, very dry, and a very sort of almost burnt malt character to it. Very dark roast. Just that's hit the spot. That's what I was after. Cheers.
Sadly.
Thank you, gents. See you later. That was the Monk's Walk. What a fantastic pub. It was another one that was like a TARDIS. Just kept going and going and going, a bit like the White Horse. Sadly I couldn't show you, but great pub. The best beer of the day. Fantastic stout that was. Just absolutely 10 out of 10 for me, that stout. Just perfect. Really scratched the itch I've had. And yeah, we're going to try and squeeze one more pub in the video today. We've got about 20 minutes or something daft before we have to be back on the coach. But we're going to try and get round to a pub called the Queen's Head, which is just somewhere nearby, but got to find it first. So yeah, let's have a look, get one more half, and then we're on to Hull, the next stop on the coach trip. So let's have a wander.
Speckled in on big best bits.
Oh, half of best bit. Why not?
I'll have a best bits on it. We'll just do the what do you call it? Uber up to the furthest one, and we'll be there first, and then we'll work our way back. Cheers.
Yeah, right, here we are, Queen's Head. Quick half of Black Sheep Best Bitter. We're cutting it down to the wire now. We've got about 10-15 minutes before we have to be back on coach, so let's give this half a go. I'm pretty sure I've tried it on the channel before, so it's a perfectly fine beer. It's nothing special, but it'll do the job. Cheers. It's actually very well kept in here. I wasn't too sure how it was going to be, but yeah, very pleasant. Correct temperature, lovely and bitter, slight floral note to it, and a nice gentle finish. Yeah, I can't fault that actually for what it is. And cheers. Right, so that was the final pub of the day, the Queen's Head. And actually, not a bad one to finish on. A bit more of sort of a rough and ready locals boozer than the others we've been to today. But great pint, well, great half. Perfectly well kept. And couldn't complain about the place, got some decent service. And the locals seem really friendly, so yeah, nice place to finish on. I think for me, the pub of the day today would be Nelly's or the White Horse, which sadly I can't show you like I said, but other than that, definitely the Monk's Walk. Fantastic spot that was. And the beer of the day for me, the really sort of almost burnt stout, was just fantastic. Just what I was after today on this overcast, slightly cooler day in England. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that very quick tour of Beverley and tour of Beverley's pubs. Sadly, we didn't have more time here today, just that's the way it worked out with traffic and the races and being late and already not having loads of time. So make sure you tune in next week to part 2 of this mega pub crawl, where we'll head to Hull and do the Hull wood cask walkabout, similar to what I filmed in York last year. We'll hopefully be able to get to 6 pubs, maybe even a few more than that, I can't remember now, of spots that all have beer served out of oak barrels. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this look. We did have a quick gander at Beverley Minster, but unfortunately we didn't get a chance today to have a proper look, so next time, eh? Anyway, if you like the video, leave a like and a subscribe as always. That's what helps me out the most. And there's links in the description below if you want to contribute to the beer costs of running the channel. We've got a buy me a coffee set up so you can donate a beer or two to help the cause. So yeah, see you in the next one, and remember, support your local pub. Cheers.